What's up, guys? Hi. Yeah, things are happening. This is a thing. Something's happening. I'm here. Hello. Yeah, right? Des? Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm here. So if messages go out in the Discord, uh, let people know that I'm here. I found it. This is just the regular site. Literally, I just went to the regular site and this came up. What's up, Astro? I'm linking it in the Discord now. Do-do-do-do. Oh my god, where is the stupid... There it is. Here, we're just gonna put it in videos, even though it's not. It's different. It's different. So, Talos, I think these are just the images. Right? Marina, Malaya, Leah, Dante, Aran. All right. Let's look at this. Let's just go top to bottom. We're on the home screen. We'll go left to right, top to bottom. Bing, bang, boom. It takes you to a screen that says 404 not found. I wonder if they pulled it down. So I'm not going to leave this screen. I'm going to do as much as I can from this screen to start. So, latest news. All right. Structures, day, night, familiars. All right. Like I said, I need to stay on this page as long as possible. Play together, conquer all lanes. Players clash as 2 teams of 6 on Elysium, an enormous 3-lane map with a dense and dangerous jungle. Myths must guide their minions down the lane, leading them on the path to destroy the towers and lane spire that guard each path to the enemy's teams. The enemy team's elder. The vast jungle contains many monsters for the myth to defeat for valuable experience and rewards. As for the myths to as the game progresses, Elysium's dangerous guardian drakes will appear throughout the jungle, offering potentially powerful rewards. Atropos, the most powerful and lethal neutral objective, is an epic behemoth with 3 different evolutions, offering the most game-changing rewards for the team who can defeat him. Okay, yeah, that's fine. A range of style. Ooh, boys. What's up, Kai? This is new. What is that for? Universe. What is, yeah, I want to play now. What happens if I hit play now? Oh, let's go out of full screen. Play now. See more. Okay. About the game. Okay. Yes. Goal to victory. Empower your myth. 6v6 blind draft mode. Okay. All right. I assume that's a back to top. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to home real quick. More news. So it just directs you straight to the page. So this is off. Whatever this is off. It's saying myth skins and it's got minions. Kai. Let's see if I click if that makes it better. No. It's selecting 2 at the same time, it looks like. But so these are all the blog posts. So special abilities, cosmetics, minions, items, jungle, map, account, loadout, familiars, day, night, and structures. Oh, we got the reveals. We got the little mouse, the little droid, and BB-8. Go back. I want that image. Oh, what is this? What the? This is insane, guys. All right, back to home. We gotta welcome home anima. They're calling us anima. Interesting. So I wish I could open tabs, but I cannot. We've seen this page. All right. This, choose your class. That's the thing I'm curious about. Oh, you won't let me read about the classes? What the heck? Game modes, see more. So far it just has the one game mode. But the fact that it says S on the end of it, yeah, game modes. Practice and perfect your strategies during the 6v6, dominate your lanes, prioritize neutral objectives. Does Iran float? Why do you say that? Not that we've heard. News we've seen. Right? Yeah, okay, we've gone here. Myths, there we go. So, oh, dude, I like this. I really like that the new design. Do they all have one? They do. They all have a new class image. I like it. I like it a lot. Whoa, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Marksman ability, anybody? It's different. Scout, this is different. Marksman can send out a scout ward in a predetermined path around the myth location. As the myth levels up, the scout will last longer and multiply at max level cap. What? Excuse me? Okay, I'm in. Where do I sign? Are they all different? Teleportation sigils, positions, and help them navigate more. Okay, no, that's the same. Can destroy certain parts of their map, revealing paths, creating new ones, or blocking off areas. Okay. Ethereal path. A pledge will be made, a pact will be formed. Worship specific Ethereans, gaining a tome of your choosing each game. Each tome will grant the user a unique bonus. Relic hunt. Choose a relic. Okay, that's the same. Marksman is different. Parkour. Allow the Reapers to, okay. Allow them the gift of flight, passing over large areas quickly. So though all of them are the same, but they did change the marksman ability. I really like that change, actually. So let's go through the myths themselves. So Iran. Harbinger of Doom. All right. Your destruction has arrived. You still can't access the site? Weird. Clear your cookies. That's could be one of the things. Clear your cookies, Des, and then try again. Character information from Craxus, Melee, Magical, Berserker, which we knew. They don't have a skin splash on here. Sad days. Oh, wait. Hang on. Aha, there it is. Overlord Iran. Disclaimer, sounds and voice lines are not exhaustive and are subject to change. Are these clickable?
To the heart.
Okay. Okay.
Ripped to pieces.
All right, let's lower the volume a little bit there, but it's fine.
Another soul to swallow. My fire will consume you.
Oh, it scrolls. Holy crap.
Beg for mercy.
Real quick. How do you know she's not magical, Astro? She could be.
Legion beckons.
Interesting.
Legion beckons. You're all mine. I will break you.
How many voice lines did they give us? Holy crap.
Kneel to me. Impudence. You cannot hold me. Scared yet?
Nope. I'm not scared. You're scared.
Hiding your
You're scared,
fear
Ron.
behind
Come on.
witless jokes and humor. Classic. Tell all the jokes you
Holy-
want.
Not exhaustive.
I
How
can
many
see
lines are
you
there?
Shaking.
This is actually insane.
I'll kill
Malaya is
Yahini
physical. All right.
first, Leah,
Um,
and I'll make you watch.
What was
as
that
it
page?
burns to the ground.
real. Oh, now I'm getting 404'd. Yep. Sure enough, if I open up a new page, I get 404'd. So I have to stay on this one.
I'll drown you in your own blood.
No worries, K-pop. Welcome, man.
Hello, Talos.
And the website has about 70 or so. Holy crap.
The unknown always returns, Talos. No one will survive my wrath.
Except for
Except
dogs.
dogs. Dogs can live.
It's a good
No
line.
one is safe from me. Except for Bob. He knows what he did.
This is my favorite line now. This is my favorite line of all time.
No one is safe from me. Except for Bob. He knows what he did.
He knows what he did. Oh my god. Know what? I'm posting this in the Discord. Next level. Next level. Kai, are you guys going to make an announcement about the website? Or is it just whoever stumbles upon it?
I do bleed. The apocalypse starts now.
Dude,
Legion's herald has arrived.
these are great.
Start your final rites. Your time is limited. So many souls to torment.
All right, this will take forever to go through and go look at all the voice lines. But yeah, we got to play the Bob line one more time. Where is it? Bob,
No
Baran.
one is safe from me. Except
Except
for
for Bob.
Bob. He knows what he did.
I love it. That's incredible. All right. So Overlord Iran, we have for sure. Yes, we are. Mud is working on it as soon as she gets home. Wait, what did I miss? Did I ask a question? I'm confused. Sorry, Kai. Okay, Dante. Some lore for Dante. Ranged, physical, marksman, Zuria. Thanks for the follow, Skifter. I have it muted. That's why I didn't hear it. How's your day going, man? Clearly pretty good. What is this? Cyber Ronin. All right. All right. The resident Noxus shrimp. You're not wrong. Does everybody have a Bob line? I want Bob to be canon. I want the myth. I want a Bob myth now. Because he knows what he did. No Bob line. Rip. All right. I don't think there's anything left on Dante to look at. What is this? Oh, it just takes me back. Okay. Leah! All right, let's see here. Playing as Leah. Play as Leah. Melee, Magical, Sky Slayer. Bob is canon. Officially, Iran's got a voice line. So, oh, dude, they redid the universe icons too. This is sick. Okay, between the redesign of the class icons and the universe icons, those are sick. Let's look at her skin. Egyptian Leah. Oh, Desert Queen. Sorry. Desert Queen. It's a good skin. I like that whole aesthetic. Does she have a Bob skin? Bob Baran. Bob Baran. Bob Baran. Won't you take my hand? So they just posted the classes and realms into the Discord. And funny enough, some of the realms are missing, but they're probably working on that. And but that's not the bigger thing. The overseers are missing from the class list, which is very, very interesting. Cough, cough. Malaya, Cyberpunk Malaya. This melee magical Grin Reaper. Okay, skins. Oh, yes, you will. Mud will be working on it was for an announcement. That's the question I asked. I figured it out, Kai. Thank you. Oh, and you already said it, and I just missed it. Well, we're all on the same team. Cyber Malaya. Bob? Bob? Do you have a Bob line? Bob. Bob is the new best. Oh, Bobberan. All right. I really like these skins so far. Ranged, Magical, Etelos, Cleric, which we knew. She's only got the one splash. Rip. And then Death Bloom Marina. That's what this skin is called. It's a good skin right there. I like the color change. Bob, do something. Yeah, 100%. I had that same thought. Skifter, I told Dez to clear his cookies, and he said that didn't work as well. I just saw your message in the Discord. That's why I mentioned it. Oh, Bob. I want more Bob lines. Noxus? What's Noxus's skin called? Ranged, Magical, Archmage. Did we have? Oh, yeah, we had those. Okay. Skins. Darkstone Noxus. So they change up a lot here. Fix has been pushed for more. Oh, okay. Perfect. I really, really like this Noxus skin. Like, this one's good, but this one, this one is great. Let me see if I refresh. It still does not work for me. Let's see if I duplicate. Yeah, I still get 404'd. Hi, Mud. Fun fact when. No, I really like the Noxus skin. Let's go Talos. Melee physical from Beyond. I didn't realize Talos was from Beyond. I thought he was... I guess I don't know where I thought he was from. Not Beyond, though. Skins! Which skin is this? Crimson Hunter Talos. What's up, Burb? Officially canon. Bob is officially canon. I like the Monster Hunter vibes you get from this Talos skin. I really dig that aesthetic. All right, I think so. Let's just double check. We've gone from home. Yes. Oh, that's what I wanted to put in there was website support. The news page displays different text than what's highlighted on screen. $1440p. Yeah, the scale is a bit huge. All right. So discover your myth. We did that. Discover the classes. We did that. Explore the universe. We have not done that. All right. Exploring the universe. What's up, Payne? We don't get to explore the universe. New site dropped. Yes, it did indeed. Some people are having problems getting access to it. So it's partly why I'm streaming, but also because, you know, I'm me. Classes we did. Oh, no, this is different. Okay. Classes of Ethereal. Teleportation sigils. Yes. Berserkers. Yes. Clerics. Yes. So for you guys that are just joining in on us with us, the marksman ability has been changed. Instead of the target being you pick a target and you do extra damage to them, instead now they basically get a free ward that they can send out to scout a section of the map, which I love. I love this. I think that that's a very, very good change. Des made it in. Sick. And I really like the redesign of all the icons too. Let's go to item. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, that's all the items, or a lot of them. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 145 items on this page. Do they give... Oh my god, and they give descriptions? Oh, Lord in heaven. Okay. Okay, we'll come back to these last, because this is going to take the longest to go through. Sorry, I'm turning off my heater because it's getting very warm. Too much excitement. Yeah, dude, their 145 items is actually insane. And they gave us the descriptions for all of them, which is even more so. What is this? We'll come back to the items in just a second. I want to go through them all and kind of give my thoughts and things like that. What? So, okay, so this is the universe and where the places are. The interesting thing here is it's much larger than the space that's been used for these places. Oh, rip. The Beyond. Okay, so let's go through these real quick. The realm of Ovagon. Under the influence of Tempia, Ovagon is a timeless futuristic realm comprised of 7 districts where the sun never sets and days never elapse. It is ruled under the strict bureaucracy of the 9 archons, mysterious beings capable of seeing possible futures of all inhabitants. In Ovagon, everything works with precise clock and synchronicity. Using the shadows from the floating districts, the 9 could control all living hours below. To keep order, the capital instructed the military district to expand its forces through all lower districts when tension between the many oppressed masses and the unyielding rulers became uncontainable. A opportunistic military coup emerged, seeking all power and sending the entire realm into total disarray. Interesting. Thank you, K-pop. There's a problem with navigating directly to anything aside from the main site. It's an issue I'm trying to resolve right now. Are those emotes now? Oh, they added all the realms as emotes in the Discord, guys. Holy crap. And the classes. Okay, this is rad. This is super, super cool. Azuria. Algor and Ovagon, very similar color scheme. Okay. Under the influence of Anasis, goddess of dreams, Zuria seems dreamlike. Magical creatures roam through all the land. After burning the sacred Yahimi tree, humans lost their connection with magic and had to rely on transmuters. These devices are capable of absorbing essentia particles from the environment and quickly merge it with the anima inside the wielder, creating incredible magical weapons. So, the transmuters, that's Dante's weapon. Dante's guns are called transmuters, which means that, so like Leah is from Zuria and she's the nature side, and Dante's from Zuria and he is the tech side that uses these transmuters. Interesting. And the with the anima inside the wielder. So the anima, their soul, something among those lines is the anima. I'm gonna have to read into this a lot more. Are these moving? They're moving. 100% they're moving. That's really sick, actually. Citadel. Kyle constructed the Citadel as the capital of his servants, which he appropriately titled the Guardians. He consigned these guardians to protect life and the animas carrying his light in Ethereal for eternity. This was the first and only true orders he ever issued to the Guardians. After hosting the catastrophic first clash between the Guardians and Iran's forces, the Citadel ascended powerful beings from realms underneath, enlisting and protecting them from all of Azrael's ever-growing influence. The giant city was established as a beacon of hope to those that wished to conquer their own darkness. Part of the Citadel became designated solely to train ascended animas for battles to come. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I would hang out and explore with you guys, but no worries, Pain. Yeah, oh, there's going to be a ton of videos off of this stuff. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a field day over the next couple weeks here. So, but I appreciate you hanging out, man. Have fun with your friends. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. So it's to train ascended animas. So it sounds like animas are, everybody has an anima, right? That's, we'll call it a soul. But there are some that have ascended animas, which is what gives them superhuman abilities, is my guess. Because ascended animas is a very strange way to put that. All right. That was Citadel. We've done Zuria. We've done Ovagon. Let's do Algor next. Under the influence of Mara, Algor became a deserted realm. Mara? Who's Mara? Mara's light? Mara's... One of the voice lines we have talks about Mara. Who is that? Algor became a deserted realm, burdened by snow and constant freezing temperatures. The realm was mostly a frozen desert. Life became so scarce in Algor that the essentia particles floating in the air infused life into the cold terrain. Algor hosts a living mountain range which divides it into multiple landscapes, each arousing a unique way of life to manifest into. No worries, K-pop. Thanks, man. Is it Noxus? Chosen by Mara. So, but she's from Edelas. Oh, what? So Mara controls Algor, but Noxus is the seer of light from Edelas? All right. Go back to realms. Oh, they change position every time you reload this page. Interesting. So we've seen those. Edelas. Let's go here. Under the influence of Mara. Oh, okay. So Edelas and Algor are both under Mara's control. That makes way more sense. And eroded soil to be the most prominent terrain. Most of the day, a brutal, relentless sun beats down on the surface, followed by nightly bone-freezing temperatures. Life is so scarce on Edelas that it mostly flourishes around the Cirelian Lake, which is where Marina's from, which magically repels the heat, allowing life to prosper. Across the vast desolation, the city of Solarium relied on its spells to shield itself from the heat. Now its magical inhabitants have to expel dangerous creatures drawn to its cityscape glow every night. Interesting. All right, let's do Beyond. Beyond is known by all Ethereans as the fabric between and around the realms. Using his powers, Voidrus Voidrus keeps homeostasis in the realms, the equilibrium between sibling actions upon the creation. The beyond manifests itself as an interstice of the universe. Voidrus created a dimension without shape that cannot be seen but influences each realm thanks to the cosmic energy released by the violent birth of the universe. It's an elusive dimension, incomplete yet part of a whole. It contains the existence of 6 spatial planes and regions, hidden from the rest, curled in uncharted parts of the universe. Interesting. No worries, Astro. You're fine, man. What? What's happening? Sorry, guys. Looking at the Discord at the same time. So the Beyond is kind of like a middle point of the universe, it seems. Ogon, Edelas, Algor, Citadel, Grin, and Craxus are the 2 we need left. The realm of Grin. Under the influence of duality of Voidrus, Grin quickly fell under the evil control of the Phromerian Empire, whose leaders ruled by raw force and pure power. Thriving in chaos, they used their evil to infest the core of the realm, spreading darkness to every corner. The commonality of dangers bred increasingly more dangerous creatures which terrorized all inhabitants. This in return developed unique abilities amongst the tribes of Grin. In Grin, the constant deadly struggle between life and darkness plagued daily life. So this is where Malia's from, which, based on what they're saying, like the unique abilities explains why, like, she burned down her village and it is her fault in some way, but they didn't expect it. And then they also talk about before the split soul affliction that plagues their mother, Exiel and Malia's mother. So it's going to be really interesting to see what goes on there. And then Craxus is the last one. Oh, this one has a lot. Holy crap. Yeah, Exiel would also be Grin because they're both from the same tribe. They're from the Dash tribe or Dashe tribe. I don't know. It's Dashe. Before the impending battle, when the primitive realm still enjoyed the wonder of everything new, Azrael, irrationally enraged at the creation of Anima, created his most powerful demon and gave him the realm of doom to rule over. He was chosen to lead an army. His barely contained anger as he surveyed his domains, its thirst for vengeance and veins coursing with eternal pain and fueling his power. So he's talking about the most powerful demon is Aran. Aran, see, look at that, walked amidst the storm of darkness that never ends, of dark flames and blackened smoke of burning sulfur, among which the animas are piled on top of each other without a blade of air. So, interesting. It sounds like hell. And so the animas, they're the souls that are destined to go to hell. The dense, heavy, hot reek of tar flutters in the wake, leaving like a tide that mingles with the rot of condemned souls creeping inside graves, wells, cliffs, and swamps. As the smoke from the fires of torment ascend forever and ever, at the core of its creation, since its conception, Craxus was dominated by the idea of power, of exercising it without regret, brandishing it against the weak who don't deserve protection, demanding it as their own by right, to subjugate others, to submit them to the will of the strongest. Through an endless supply of souls coming from different portals to the realms, Aran formed his army. Rivers of corrupted animas flowed into the vastness of Craxus. The cries of the condemned as desperate and horrendous echoes entered the perpetual darkness to never leave, filling every hole and crack of the monumental cave with a desperate murmur. The portals opened on the cliffs of each chamber as mouths that regurgitate those animas awaiting their sentence. In the middle, a gargantuan tower raised like a monument to the decay and pestilence of the abominations within. Watching the portals with its magnificent omnipresence, the apex of the tower, Aran beheld his domains, his ever-present gaze infusing fear on the vastness of Craxus, paralyzing and subduing, raw power reduced to its ideal form. On the levels below, the corrupted animas crawled and slided on the difficult terrain, blinded by the dark, as Azrael's fire does not emit any light. At the command of Kyle, upon the separation of the primal realm, the fire of Craxus, while retaining the intensity of its heat, burns eternally in darkness. Those anima lucky enough to rise above the rest are selected to become a part of the Legion of the Corrupted, Aran's personal army at the service of Azrael, with the only purpose of bringing chaos to all creation. I am a fan. This one has a lot more lore than the others. I would love to see the others get that lore, but like, holy crap. Give me just a second, guys. I will be right back, actually. I'm going to go grab something to drink before my throat gets dry, because I know I'm going to have a lot more talking to do about all of this stuff. So give me just a second. Gives a bit more to Iran's ult? How so? You think that he's going to, like, summon his allies to come assist him? Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's a ton of speculation that can be done from basically all of this stuff. Whoa! Why did that get so loud? So that's all the realms. There's nothing else there. What is this? Pinterest? Yeah, it's Pinterest. What's up, Mud? Let's see. That's just all the share icons. All right. Now to do the thing. Mud, are you home? Make an announcement. What is this? Oh, it's just the item. Okay. All right, items. This is gonna be something. I will tell her, Kai. I will tell her. This page is incredible from what we've quickly looked at so far. What's up, Deceiver? So let's... Oh my god, there's so many different types. Let's just do one type at a time. Let's make it that easy. We'll go through each type. Oh my god, there's so many types of items. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Lord in heaven. Okay. No. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay. Wait. I broke it. Oh, wait. It's because it's not. Hang on. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, no. I broke it. Oh, wait. Do I have to reselect all of these too? Okay. There we go. We're back. We fixed it. So the amulets. Let's see what the consistencies are across the amulets. So, Amulet of the Ancients has 25 magical power, 400 health, 20 persistence. What is persistence? It's got to be... It's in the defense tree. Armor, health, magic resist, health per 5. Measured percentage of oh, so that's a crowd control. It lessens crowd control. Okay. Upon dropping below 30% total health, release ancient roots in 150 unit radius around you. Your myth dealing 50 to 150 magic damage and rooting all enemies for 1 second. Each enemy rooted heals. Oh, for each enemy rooted, heal 2.5% of your maximum health. Oh my god. And minions count on this? I'm sorry, what? In theory, so if this is a team fight, this might be broken. This might be an actually broken item. And I haven't even looked at any of the others, so maybe they're all broken. If you have 6 people, where's my calculator? There. You're healing 15% of your max health. You're here to watch reactions. Good. 15% of your max health instantly when you hit under 30%. So basically you go from 30 to 45, assuming you're not taking any more damage past that point. If you root all 6, but it also says only 0.5% on minions. If you assume, I mean, what does the general minion wave have in most MOBAs? 6 minions? By that late, maybe 7 minions, if you count a cannon minion. Depending on how... So even if we're just generous and go on the low end, we do 6 times half. Or whoops, sorry, 6 times half. So you're instantly healing, assuming it's 1 minion wave instead of multiple. You're getting 18% of your health back, max health back, instantly. That's insane. It does a little bit of damage. 1 second root on top of all of that. That's builds from Wally's lost necklace. Where's Bob's lost necklace? I want Bob. Okay. Interesting. So let's look at Blessed Amulet. This is a... Oh, I can view the full tree? Oh! What the... You couldn't find Bob's lost necklace? It's okay. I'll find it. I'll find it, Kai. I know you guys tried. Okay. I actually want to do this from the bottom up. So I realize we just did the Amulet of the Ancients. But I want to look at... I want to start... So empty locket. So base, it's going to 10 magical power, 100 health, and builds into these 4 items. So 25 magic power, health, and magic resist. So Blessed Amulet adds basically magic resist to that, and more health and magic power. So then if we go to Perseus's warding, it does more magic resist, more health, more magic power. Getting hit by an enemy myth's spell reflects it back to its original direction. What? This is insane. What's up, Convey? It just naturally like, nah, you take it. Like, take it back. It's fine. You're good. I don't want that. It's a spell shield on crack. And it only does 50% of its damage, but like, geez. All right, so then we go to empty locket. So let's go. What's the tree? The purple one. Wally's lost necklace builds into the amulet. So let's look at this. So that's the persistence mod. It's Yin's pair. It's Ethereal's return policy. There you go. A next level shield. It really is. And then we saw Amulet of the Ancients is the OP root and heal. So we go back. Let's do the ruby necklace. This is adding HP per 5. 10%. Wait, what? That's a weird statistic. Can one of you guys tell me how that works in chat? One of the UG devs? What do you mean 10%? Is it 10% increase on base? Is that what you mean? Or is what probably a typo? Okay. Not supposed to be a percent. Okay, ignore that. Not percent. Plus 10 health per 5. I like that. I was going to say percent is kind of nuts, but I'm glad that that's not the case. So this adds health per 5 to all the health per 5s and mana per 5s that say percent are typos. Cool. Perfect. Thanks, guys. Do you want me to post that in the website support, or you want me to, that you guys have it? So the Dragon's Heart Jewel, which is the tier 3, when entering combat, you are enchanted with Dragon Fire. You release a cone of fire in front of you that deals 25 to 45 damage, plus 5% MP every half second for 5 seconds. So basically, this is Udyr R. This is, if you guys play League, this is Udyr's R, but instead of every 3 autos, it's every half second for 5 seconds. So it's one of the, it's a weird thing. A 25 health per 5. That's pretty good too. 10 total waves, and then yeah, it's like, it's similar to his Phoenix thing. And then 20-second cooldown when you're out of combat. So I can't just sit in combat for 20 seconds and have it restart. I have to be out of combat for 20 seconds and then re-enter combat in order for it to work again. But this, I mean, 5 seconds is an eternity in late game team fights. If they're going longer than 5 seconds, something's going wrong, or it's usually a chase in that regard. Very, very, very interesting. I like it. All right, final one. Locket of Whispers adds mana into the base stat. And then Talisman of Life. Excuse me. Your magical damage now heals you for 30% of the damage after mitigation. AoE spells only heal for 5%. So if it's single target, you do 30% heal after their resistances. And then AoE is 5% heal after their resistances. I do like that. Something I'm noticing, so let's look at, so 40 magical power here. If we look at all of the final, are they all the same? No, 25 magical power. That's not a complete one. There we go. 30 magical power. What's up, Serdy? Perseus is 45. So it looks like it goes, this is the most offensive, which kind of surprises me. Talisman of Life is slightly less magical power. Then Dragon's Heart is slightly under that. And then Amulet of the Ancients is slightly less than that. Oh, dude, Serdy, it's insane. It's actually insane. All right. So let's go to the artifacts now. Boop. Let's find what looks like the most basic artifacts. Let's start with Soulfire, maybe. Yeah, I called it. I need to eat as well, guys, so I'm totally with you. I might order food at this point. So, Soulfire is a starting item that has a passive, 2 passives. All allied myths within a 500 unit gain plus 3 magic per 5, or mana per 5, and plus 3 health per 5. Golden Touch, you gain an extra half gold per second, but kills on lane minions. Oh, what? Remove the tiers and just keep tier 1. There we go. That's a good idea. So you gain extra gold per second, but kills on minions. So yeah, this is, you're right, Kambe. This has to be a support item. Plus it's giving, its base stats, not even including its passive, is mana per 5 and CC resistance. So I expect this to go on tanky supports probably to start. Any support for sure. But definitely tanky supports. Like I'm thinking like a Narbash equivalent could take this. It gives mana, gives CC resist, and the passives on it are really good. I love that it buffs your carry at the same time. And the half gold per second makes a lot of sense. So Firestorm. All allied myths in a 500 unit radius gain 10 mana per 5 and 10 HP per second. What? No, we moved just off of amulets, Des. We're on to artifacts. Oh, the one that gives gold XP over time but reduces money when sharing. That's good. I mean, that's how it should work for supports. Because you don't want support items to be so good that you end up like League, where mid laners are building support items sometimes because they're better than actual mid lane items. 15 physical power seems like a lot to give in this case, assuming that physical power to magical power is 1-to-1. Because even on the highest amulet, we saw 45 physical power or 45 magical power, and this is 15. This is a third of that essentially in a support item that just gives it on radius, which is really good. I'm curious to see what 500 units is. I'd imagine it's probably a myth and a half distance, maybe 1 Grognark or 3 Nikolais. Is that a thing, Sarity, where mid laners take support items? Sometimes. It has happened in League's history a couple times. Increasing the gold per 5. But kills on... Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this says gold per 5. Are devs that are in chat, can you guys answer? Are there going to be... is it going to be gold per 5, or are we going to get gold per second? And this is just saying that for every 5 seconds, you'll get an extra gold and a half. I think it's gold per 5. Because it's the same 5 as the 500 unit radius. It's huge, Eldroff. Huge. I just ask out of curiosity because that's one of the things I hate about some things. I won't say hate. I dislike. About some of it is not getting gold per second. Wait. What? Kai and Skifter gave conflicting remarks. Oh, okay. Burb and Skifter are both saying per second. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. What did this one give? It added more per 5, more persistence, and more physical power, and the physical power itself. So not only is the support getting physical power, it's going to share the exact same amount of physical power with the person that's around it, which I like. Let's see. Heart of Fury. All allied myths in a 500 unit radius gain 10, 10, and 35 physical power. All allied myths that fall below 15% also gain attack speed. What the heck? That's insane. That's insane. That's actually insane. So if your carry gets low, let's say you're playing, like, I'm just going to use Narbash as an example, even though I know Narbash isn't going to be in the game. No worries, Sarity. Being able to give 35 physical power to Dante, and then when he gets below 50% health, add his attack speed in is actually crazy ridiculous. 20 mana per 5, so we're getting 4 mana a second, 15% CC resist, and 35 physical power in and of itself. I really like how this works. So I want to keep a running list real quick while I'm thinking about it. The amulets are most likely going to be what am I trying to say here? Amulets are going to be for mid laners, mid lane casters, and maybe junglers, because the Amulet of the Ancients having the effect that it does and giving health and persistence means that I could see like Grognark taking that, assuming he's magical based. I'm trying to open up my Google Drive so I can keep track for later thoughts and avenues. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. So amulets, mid lane casters, probably. With the exception being drink some water. I did drink some water. Amulet of the Ancients. Please format it as a JSON string. Will do. Mid lane caster most likely exception. Amulet of the Ancients. And then so far we haven't looked at enough of these to really tell, but it looks like the artifacts are going to be, which I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Skifter, you told us that artifacts were artifacts supports. All right. So back to the tier 1. Oh wait, we didn't even look at the tier 3. Oh yeah, we did. Okay. Soul Denied is a passive for duo. Which one? What do you say? Ooh, nuggies in the oven, dude. I like it. Let's look at this one. So, Blue Flame of the Ender gives magic power in AoE. I like that. And then same thing with the gold per 5. Ooh, this is different. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. What on earth? All allied myths are given 15 magic mana per 5 and 10 health per 5. And every 20 seconds, you and your allied myth's next spell cast is free. Holy crap. That's insane. That's insane. That's actually bonkers. Okay, so again, devs in the chat, I have a question for you regarding this. For this item, when it says you and your allied's next spellcast is free, is it within a certain time frame? Is it like so let's say Convey's my support and I'm playing Dante, and on Marina he uses his ultimate ability, and so the cost of that ability is free aside from cooldown, I assume. Is there a time frame that I can cast my ability for free, or is it updated that like it just gives me a basically a buff that says that I get a free spell cast? How does that work? If you can talk about it, because I know you can't talk about everything. Holy crap. Kai, why are we not making an announcement? I have questions. And adding everyone. This is a big thing. Hi, Mud. Yeah, I'm really curious. This seems broken. This seems actually insane. I see it in the news section, but it's at here. Whereas add announcements alerts other discords, and adding everyone alerts everybody, which we should. Then let's look at this one. So Feather Hearts, all allied myths in a 500 unit gain move speed. Okay, I like that. Gives move speed and CDR to the person who buys it. And then this one diverts into 2 paths. So the Cursed Gift, Eldritch Boon. So that gives move speed. Oh, so it grants this to allies and lowers armor and magic resist to enemies. I like that a lot. But it lowers your move speed. So as the support, you're going to move slower, but you cause everyone else to be weaker at the same time. Ethereal news is for external ethereal info announcement. External ethereal info. Announcement is for internal ethereal info. This is about this is a conversation we should have later, because I disagree entirely. But so slowing down the support is a very interesting choice, but this is a lot of gain to do that at the same time. So that's really interesting to me. Let's look at what this other one was. This one. All allied myths within a 500 unit radius gain 15 mana per 5. I keep saying magic per 5. Mana per 5, health per 5, 10 movement speed. All regeneration and healing effects are increased by 15%. So this is just, again, it lowers movement speed though. That's really interesting to me. That's got to be a typo. I wonder if that's a typo, because why are we gaining? So we don't get movement speed here. We gain movement speed here, and then we lose it. This is actually effectively a 15% movement speed loss. Because we go from getting plus 10 in this item to minus 5. So you're losing the plus 10 and then you're also losing an additional 5 to that, which is really interesting. We'll have to wait and see how that feels, because that's a weird, it's supposed to just be 5, not minus 5. So you're still going to lose movement speed between the two items, Burb? There is another that gives 10. So this one, so you're saying that this one is just 10 movement speed. It's supposed to give 10. Okay, yeah. But the feather heart gives plus 10, and then this one would just be regular 5. So you're still losing 5 movement speed for the upgrade. That feels weird to me. And if that's the design choice, that's the design choice. That's fine. The passive is the counter. You lose the passive. Like this, it's not. This is okay. All right. I mean, you guys do you. That's weird to me, but it's fine. What is, so the thing I noticed is that the Forbidden Book is not included any of these, nor Book of Pandora either. Where did this come from? I think that's a glitch. I think it just happened to get picked up. Healing an allied myth with an additional, the books. Oh yeah, the books. They just got picked up somehow. That's weird. All right. Moving on to the axes. Hatchet's got to be the basic one there. So 10 physical power. Great. No big deal. War axe. So 20 physical power and 10 physical penetration. So just kind of a basic stat increase there. So this one goes into 4 choices, and then if we go with the other axe, it goes into a single choice. So that's a really big decision to make. That if I instead go from basic hatchet to battle axe, I'm dedicating to a tree. It's not even like I can like decide later as needed. So let's go to Penny's Pen. Penny's Pen has Penny's Equalizer as a passive. All physical damage pierces through 15 to 30% of the target's armor. So it's just physical penetration. In addition, the item itself gives physical penetration and then physical power as well. So Penny's Pen makes sense. The Shield Breaker, Bubble Popper. All physical damage deals 200% increased damage to shields. Holy crap. And then in addition, it also gets 40 physical penetration. Wait a second. What? Okay, I'm going to have to come back to Penny's Pen in a bit to kind of compare it to armor receiving items, because 30% of someone's armor versus plus 10 physical penetration is very interesting in comparison to just a flat 40 plus 200% damage to shields. Shields, yeah, shields will they'll pop like the name of the item. Like, holy crap. The Bubble Popper. That's actually nuts. All right, the Plate Shredder. Dealing physical damage to target reduces its armor by 5%, stacking up to 20 at 4 stacks. So this is the Black Cleaver equivalent to Ethereal, which makes sense. CDR and armor shred over time, which I think is a perfectly valid item and very, very warranted in a lot of scenarios. Okay. Back to here, and then Quartering's Edge. Dealing physical damage to an enemy reduces their healing, health regeneration, and shield gain by 8%. Dealing... So it's a stackable Grievous Wounds. That's what this is. So it's Physical Pen, and then it applies like a Grievous Wounds effect to them that they have reduced healing up to 32%. Wow. I don't even know. Axe's physical damage affliction is probably how I would say that. What these have been doing so far, because they seem to all apply to enemy myths and what they can and can't do. Whoops. And then, so that's it for this one. That's Quartering's Edge. And then if we go back to this and select the Battle Axe, you get crit chance and some physical penetration. Oh, here we go. Axe of Credo, Lucky Shot. Successfully landing a crit strike on a target causes 20% of your damage to be converted to true damage. 20%. Wow. So if I crit, then that's going to do an insane amount of true damage. Is that before? It's got to be before. Yeah. Wow. That's actually kind of insane. All right. Let's go to the books. There's 2. Oh, no. The artifacts had books too. So 2 of the books, Forbidden and Book of Pandora, are both in the wrong section. So if we go to basic spellbook, we see 50 mana, 20 magical power. Okay. Into 150 mana and 40 magical power. All right. Book of Pandora, Hope. Healing an allied myth leaves an additional heal. Wait, what? Sweet, Astro. I have both types enabled. If I don't have artifacts enabled, 2 of the books don't show up, Sinist. But so healing an allied myth leaves an additional heal over 3 seconds. Leaves it like on the ground? How does that, what do you mean leaves an additional heal? That's, yeah, I don't understand how this works. But it's 400 mana, 50 magical power, 10% cooldown reduction. All right. And then the Forbidden Book. Dealing magical damage to an enemy reduces their healing regeneration by 15%, stacking twice. Only applies once per ability, so DOTs only apply it once. Okay. So this is 30%. It's probably like Soraka's heal over time. Probably. What's up, Aphrodite? Worded wrong. Be healing for an additional, not leave. Okay, thank you. So it would heal. So this, real quick. So this is Grievous Wounds for 30% instead of 32%, but it only takes 2 times to stack, as opposed to the other one takes 4. 344 mana. That's a weird number. 50 magical power, 15 magical pen. Okay, so healing an ally heals an additional does an additional heal of 75 to 150 plus 20% magical power over 3 seconds. So, okay, that makes more sense. This makes a lot more sense to me. It basically just is a greater heal when you have this item. I dig it. That's all the books. So boots. Bootsy bootsy boots. 20% move speed. Straight up. Action boots. 40 move speed, 10 physical power. Remember, guys, these boots are free. They'll have a boot slot and they'll be free at the same time. Or at least basic boots. So then we go to battle boots. High class. Reduces the CDR of your class ability by 20%. So 60% move speed, 35% physical power, and 10% CDR. Oh, the boots were made for walking. And I'm going to stop right there because of copyright reasons. So 60% moves, or 60 move speed, 35 physical power, and 10% cooldown reduction for the reduction of your class ability by 20%. My guess is, I don't know. I'm very curious to see how this will work with like Reapers and Sky Slayers who have stamina bars. I think that's going to be the big one. I don't know that they'll make as much use of this. Also, the Knights is very curious to me because there is this kind of over time, Like there's a quest that they go on, so I don't see this being a thing unless there's time gates on it. So I don't see them taking this, but let's look at what the other option is in this tree. Frenzy. Hitting an enemy with a basic attack gives you a stack of Frenzy, up to 3. Each one gives you plus 5% attack speed. Increased regen, 20% faster regen. I could see that. So this would be what you would take, I think, if your class doesn't use a cooldown reduction, assuming it's not just stamina bar intensive. So like knights, like I said, like them going on a quest, unless there's time gates. I'm thinking like Kane's transformation in League. Unless there's time gates, I don't see a reason why knights would ever take battle boots. So they could go into spiked boots and be good there. Let's look at leather boots. Leather boots, 40% move speed and armor. So reinforcement. If you haven't taken damage in the last 10 seconds, gain 10% move speed and 5 health per 5. Move speed, armor, health. Pretty straightforward. This is basically an out of combat move. So junglers, I really expect to be taking these reinforced boots quite often. And then iron boots, gain plus 4 armor for each enemy myth within a 500 unit radius of you. So, and then this also gives armor and persistence. So very interesting. The thing I'm noticing here is a lack of magical boots. I don't know if they're going to be added later or if there's something else. I guess maybe shoes. That's probably where shoes are. Boots are meant for the physical and shoes are intended for the magical. So that makes sense that these are physical based. I like them though. So very simple tree. That's what I'm trying to say for the boots themselves there. All right, next to the bows. The bows. Wooden bow. 15% attack speed. Super straightforward. So the base stat. So what I'm noticing is that the first the tier 1 item in whatever tree this is gives you what that item's stat is. So bows are attack speed. So if we look at all of these, they're all going to have attack speed and then various traits then thereof after get added. So magical short bow gives 20% attack speed, 10% critical chance. That makes sense to me. Let's go with bow of hysteria. When a unit or when within 100 units of an opposing myth, gain attack speed. Just straight up, just when you're close, you do things faster. Okay. 25% attack speed and 15 critical chance. So this is going to be like your melee assassin or melee bruisers are going to be very, very, very good with this. I feel like 100 units is very close. So that's why I don't think people like Dante is probably going to use this, because 100 units is probably like right on top of somebody. My guess is that Malaya would probably be god tier with this bow. She's got her claws, so I assume she's got to get in close. So she'll be right on top of them and just thrash at these guys. I like that a lot. Then obsidian bow. After landing 3 critical hits, your next auto attack will be increased by 100% critical damage. So if you're going crit build, every 3, let's say you get 100% crits. Every 3 autos, your crit does an extra 100% damage on an 8-second cooldown. Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel like adding the 3 critical hits and the 8-second cooldown is a weird caveat. Kind of a like, when you crit, you do this, or every 8 seconds, your crit does this much damage. I feel like having both is just going to be weird. But 30% crit attack speed and 25% crit chance. So really a quarter of it in one item. You could get those boots as well and really start stacking up. Magic bow, divergent bow. Let's see. Ranged basic attacks ricochet to nearest enemy units in a 250 unit radius, applying on-hit effects and losing 20% of their damage past the first unit. Enemies can only get hit once by this effect and cannot bounce to the first target. So this is Runan's Hurricane, is what I'm seeing here. Another attack speed crit chance item. The item art actually Insanely good. Like, definitely good work, art team. That's huge. So 30% attack speed, crit chance. So this whole tree, the magic bow tree, has had crit chance on everything. And then, so this is just going to have that you shoot one and it diverts off and does slightly less damage to a second target, which I think is very good, very useful for a lot of carries. That'll probably take this item. Let's go back to the magic longbow. This gives attack speed and crit chance. Your crit damage is increased by 250%. So just straight up, crit damage is increased by 250%. Okay. So I have a question for devs again. Hypothetically, if I were to take Eon's bow and I was going to take, whoops, wrong one. And I was going to take Obsidian bow. Do these stack against each other? Or would it be 350%? Because so all my crits do 250% damage. Great. Does that mean that every 3 crits, and assuming it's off cooldown, I do a 350% hit? It's 220? My bad. Did I misread it? Oh, it just will be 220. Okay, so, but so does that 100% add to that? Or is that 100% bonus damage on top of, like, does it stack or is it considered as one unit? Because between those two items, I could have 50% attack speed. Yeah, or 50% crit chance. So if, in theory, every 1 out of 2 hits is a crit. Then every 3 crits, would I be doing 320% critical damage? Because these aren't the same passive names is what is curious to me. And I granted they're different effects, so they shouldn't be. Technically, they would stack. So you heard it here first. 320% crit chance or crit damage if you build those 2 items together. That's insane. Landing critical strikes on your enemies increases move speed and attack speed. Yo, I'm just going to do a full bow build. Holy crap. So if we get... Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay. So if we build Thunder Bowblade, Eon's Bow, and Obsidian Bow... With what physical power? Hey man. You don't know my life? Even though those 3 items, if I could build these 3 items, so you probably go, Onijin, thanks for the follow, welcome. Crit 10 damage. Hey, it's still 320% damage, you know? But these 3, I still have 3 item slots left to build some attack damage, but I've already got over probably 100% attack speed. Let's see, 30 here, 30 there, and I think Obsidian was 30 as well. Yeah, so I have 90% attack speed. 90% increased attack speed, 75% crit chance. The armor pen items are the axes, or are you talking about the axes, Onijin? Hi, thanks for the follow on Twitch now. And then I still have 3 items to build damage with, and I just need 25% crit chance. Yeah, we saw the axes. Those are insane. They're actually nuts. And we'll do 320% crit damage. Your first attack on an enemy myth turns them to stone for 1 second? I'm sorry. What? What? Shield breaker. See, we said the same thing, Onijin. We said the same thing. Shield breaker actually sounds broken. 200% damage to shields, plus 40% armor pen, plus 40 physical damage. Broken. That sounds broken beyond all relief or belief. Turning them to stone for 1 second, 30-second cooldown on an item. On an item. And it literally is just, I gotta hit you. The question I have for this is, does this, like, when the 30-second cooldown comes off, is it always the first auto and I have to land that auto? Or is it just the first connecting auto turns them to stone? Full armor pen reapers. Oh, yeah, no, it's insane. Have you seen the bow of hysteria yet? And shield breaker? I mean, the bows are insane for, I think, crit builds, and armor pen reapers could be absolutely nuts. As of right now, the first connecting auto. All right. That sounds really, really strong. Like really, really strong. I'm thinking there's somebody in Paragon. I think it's Sparrow. But really anybody that modifies their auto. Granted, this part of their kit, so it's slightly different than an item. But very interesting to see, because 1 second's an eternity. If I can land, if I can like thread the shot between some of the tanks and nail the carry in the background while somebody dives them, they're dead. Like there's just nothing that's going to be done about that. Very interesting. All right. That was the last bow item, I believe, right? Yeah, we went through all of these. Dude, bows are insane. So bows are attack speed. Attack speed. Yeah, so I think it needs to be, it's either, I think 1 second or just the first auto off cooldown, I think are the way that you can get on either side of that balance. Where if I miss my shot, it's just gone for 30 seconds. Like, should have tried harder. Should have thought about that ahead of time. All right. The capes. Okay, this is resistances. I probably should have slept more last night, but it's fine. 10 magic resist and 50 health. Weapon type categories, because each weapon type is a different kind of stat. So what we've noticed, Onijin, is that the most basic, it starts that's the stat, and every item up above has that same stat. So if I'm looking for, I mean, like the axes, I think all the axes had, I mean, we can just go look. Starts with physical power. Everything up from the hatchet has physical power. And then the differences are variant depending on which part of the tree I go down. That's why you have the different tiers in there. So 10 magic resist, 50 health on the basic cape. Then the Cloak of Fortitude is 20 magic resist, 150 health. Then the Shawl of Serenity. Serenity is the passive. The first healing or shielding effect that you receive splashes for 50% of the effect on nearby allied myths in a 500 unit area around you. Interesting. So I buy this. When I get healed, my allies around me also get healed for half the amount on a 45-second cooldown. So this really, so first healing or shielding effect. If you have some kind of lifesteal ability, this could be really strong. This is kind of a, I keep you alive by keeping me alive effect. It's really tanky based, so I wouldn't see this on a lot of people. Like, I'm not suggesting a carry build this for any reason. That's a lot of stats that are not entirely useful to a carry. But still a very, very interesting passive that I can see being very useful in the right scenario. The Mage Slayer's Cloak, latest power. While about 50% health, gain 50 magical power. While below 50% health, is that supposed to be above 50%? While above, gain 50 magical power. While below, gain 20 MR. So this, again, 60 magic resist, 50 health, 500 health, and 30 magical power. So this is a very defensive. This is like your Rod of Ages equivalent in my mind. Very defensive magic item that you build to kind of tank up and be a little bit stronger while you're above most of your health. Let's look at Arcane Cloak. Magic resistant health. Here we go. Leyline Shroud. Leyline. Start a countdown for 5 seconds after spending mana. After 5 seconds have passed or all abilities have been cast, including ultimate, Gain a shield off of 50% of total mana spent during that time. The maximum being 400. So if I cast all of my abilities faster than 5 seconds, I gain a 400 shield max. And if I cast an ability and wait 5 seconds, I get a 400 shield max. Very interesting there. It's based on mana spent. So you want to spend your most expensive if you're only going to cast one. Or if you're casting everything, you're probably just going to hit max anyway. I guess not. 50% of total mana spent. If you'd have to spend 800 mana over the course of all of your abilities to hit that. But then, you know, Shield Breaker just bubble pops right in and just boop. Oh, you're wrong. Sorry. No more shield for you. Very interesting. All right. Stone Skin. This is the one. Yeah, I expect. Oh, wait. This is different. Enchant your skin with dampening stone. Reduce the first hard crowd control you receive by 75%. So you just quarter the CC that you would receive. Wow. Just straight up. I feel like Grognark, this Grognark's passive that he just has stone skin, so he just does this all the time. He just can't take CC damage. Or CC at all. Let's look at the charms. Let's see. Rusty Charms, probably the basic one. Mana! Yay! So all the charms will have mana. Oh, we didn't, what was it? Capes. Capes are defensive. So Rusty Charm, mana. Restored, 400 mana, 10 CDR. The Tricolor Charm, Tricolor. Gain health based on 10% of your maximum mana. Oh, wow. So this is, instead of like Seraph's Embrace and League, instead of gaining AP for your max mana, you gain health for your max mana. So again, another item that I could definitely see tanky mages taking, tanky magic users taking. Lots of mana, lots of health, CDR and extra health. Yeah, no, I could definitely see that. Charm of Pure Mana, gain physical power based off of 10% of your max mana. Physical power. So interesting. 650 mana, 20 CDR, and 35 physical power, plus 10% max mana as physical power. So in theory, okay, I think that this is probably too strong. I think 10% is probably too much. Just going based off of what we've seen, most of the items we've seen don't go above 40 to 45 physical power. So if I get 2 or 3 items and this, then that's going to equal basically a full item's worth of physical power by itself. Unless you guys think I'm crazy. I haven't gotten to the damage items. I haven't? The axes aren't. Oh, I guess I haven't. There's, yeah. All right. Axes are pen items. Good point. All right. That's a good point. Good point. 10% still a lot. But Enchanted Charm, 400 mana, 10% cooldown reduction. All right. Pretty straight up. Charm of Invocation, gain magical power based off 5% of your maximum mana. There we go. The Swords Crimson Dragon, I'm excited to see it. That's the one we've known about for a long time. We just didn't know what it did. So magical power, mana, CDR, and then 5% of mana as, so this is the Seraph's Embrace equivalent right here. All right, I dig it. Chest plate. Real quick. Charms. Mana. Mana based. Chest plates. This is gonna be your tanky tank boys. Tanky tank boys. Oh, whoops. Iron Cuirass. 15 armor, 10 magic resist. Straightforward. You're excited for XCL? XCL should be fun. Cotton reinforces your armor based on the type of damage received. Taking physical damage increases your armor for 10, your armor for 10 seconds. Taking magical damage will increase your magic resistance for 10 seconds. So this is Camille's passive in an item. And instead of attacking, it's dealing damage or it's receiving damage. I really like this. I think this is a great item to have. I think more MOBAs need an item like this. Like really, really bad. You want to build support 0? Oh dear. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. But here we go. Harvey's backplated chest guard. 5% of your total armor and magic resist are turned into physical power. So if you're going like full tank, this is how you do damage. It's both armor and magic resist are turned into physical power. That's insane. I like it, but that's insane. So we looked at Iron Cuirass, padded silk robes. So, okay, so Iron Cuirass is armor over magic resist. And then silk robes is magic resist over armor. Makes a lot of sense. So let's look at Life Binder's Leeching Guard. Reduce all magic damage received by 10%. Receive 5% of that reduced damage back as a heal. One heal must finish. So it's single target. So if I take on, Noxus ults me. Let's say Noxus's ult is single target. I reduce the damage I take by 10%, and then I heal 5% of that 10% that I reduced over 3 seconds. But if she hits me with something else afterwards, it wouldn't keep stacking. It's straight up. I have to wait till that one finishes before the next one. So the cooldown is built in to the item itself. Basically, it's got a cooldown of 3 seconds. I like that. I like that a lot. Very simple, very easy to use, straightforward. And then this is the opposite. So 5% of your total armor and magic resist is turned into magic power. I like it. Yeah, I like this a lot. Defense. 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 Next up, the gauntlets. All right, heavy gauntlet. 100 health, 5 armor. Reinforced. More health, more armor. Very straightforward. So health is the main stat I'm seeing here. Armor secondary. Let's Gauntlet of Fear. Paranoia. Upon being stunned, feared, rooted, place a wave of 200 units around you that fears enemies for 1 second. 80-second cooldown. The CC has to go through. So it's not just... If I can negate or anything like that, this wouldn't go off. If I have a spell shield, this wouldn't go off. When I'm actually hit by the CC is when this would release the wave 200 units around me. 25 persistence is a lot. 700 health, 15 armor. I like it. Divine Restoration. Gain back 5% of your maximum health every second when out of combat. This is your Warmog's equivalent. I like this. Very straightforward. Every MOBA needs an item like this, without question. Redemption Gauntlets. Holy Redemption. Upon taking lethal damage, gain 35% of your maximum health and become immune to damage for 33 seconds. During this time, you deal 75% reduced damage. Persistence is your CC reduction. So the more persistence you have, the less time you're going to be CC'd by something. So let me read this again. Upon taking lethal damage, gain 35% of your maximum health and become immune to damage for 3 seconds. During this time, you deal... So this is... Yeah, this makes me think it's GA, Onision. But it's a defensive GA instead of an offensive GA. 800 health, 20 armor. So yeah, I completely agree. This is the defensive GA equivalent. I like it. Fool's Curse. Fool's Redemption is the passive. Upon taking lethal damage, become a ghost for 5 seconds. Gaining 25% move speed and the ability to walk through units. After 5 seconds, explode. This is Kog'Maw's passive. This is Kog'Maw's passive on an item. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And it's 10%, 10 to 20% of your maximum health as magic damage. So if you're going like full tank boy, this. For any of the devs in chat. Oh, what the heck? Is YouTube not working? Stream finished. Why does it say stream finished? Excuse you? How long has it been like that? Sorry, guys. Did YouTube crash? What happened there? A while? No, sorry. I'm just now noticing that it says that. I'll start another one. I have no idea what happened. It still says I'm streaming to YouTube. That's the funny thing. That's weird. Sorry, guys. All right. Well, I'm glad I at least got your follow out of it, Kai. And then in theory, this will fix itself right now. That's weird that it did that. Definitely was not you. Definitely was on me. Also, let's switch to standing up for a bit. All right, in theory, it should be going live. Yep, we're back on YouTube, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so taking lethal damage, become a ghost. So for you guys in chat, the devs, again, I have a question. Could this stack with the other redemption gauntlets? So, and if it does, how, like if I could build both, how does that work? Like which one would take priority? I assume this one would, and then redemption passives do not stack. Oh. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I was treating them as if the entire name, but they both say redemption. Okay. Thank you, guys. That makes way more sense. Same for anti-heal being called unlucky. Gotcha. Way more sense then. All right. I like them. Let's move on to the guns. Where's the basic one? Photon pistol. Sorry. Photon pistol. It's gonna give both stats. Pistols are gonna give both, huh? Physical power and magic power. And it looks like, so Swift Rifle's attack speed, 20 Fizz, 20 magical. Then Ripple Spell Rifle. After casting a spell, your next auto deals an additional damage with a 3-second cooldown. So this is your Sheen. What's up, Zane? Welcome. Sorry about that, Zane. If you were looking for the stream and it wasn't up, so it ended for some reason. So I'm sorry about that. But I'm keeping an eye on it now to make sure that that doesn't happen again. But welcome to the stream, guys. So 10% attack speed, 30 Fizz, 30 magical, and then your Sheen, every spell you cast is refunded or does extra damage. The next auto does extra damage. Very simple. I like it. Torment, corruption rounds. So neither of these won't stack with each other. Landing an auto attack on an enemy inflicts them with corruption, causing auto attacks to deal. Oh, I like this a lot. To deal extra damage of their current health as magical damage. Did I see the marksman? I got a new passive. I did. I really like the new marksman passive a lot. I think it's better than the old one. You can stack 2 rounds passives, but no more. Only item that does it. All right. So rounds do stack. But I really like this a lot. Physical power, magical power, attack speed. Will be updated on the website soon to reflect that. Okay, cool. I like that there's like an activator and then every additional auto does everything. It's not just straight. I really like that idea. Plasma pistol. 30 physical, 30 magical power. The Scorch Phantom, Hellfire rounds. Landing an auto attack on an enemy applies Hellfire, dealing 15 to 30 physical damage every second for 3 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. At 3 stacks, the Hellfire reduces all healing, health regen, and shields for 10 seconds by 10% for 5 seconds. During this time, stacks cannot be refreshed until the 5 seconds have passed. So, okay, so at 3 stacks, they lose healing, health regen, and shields by 10% for 5 seconds. Then, after that 5 seconds, I need to get 3 stacks again completely in order to re-trigger the effect. That makes sense to me. And it does damage over time as well. Okay, I like it. Feel like you've seen us somewhere? Where have you seen us? Cryo rounds. Every 30 seconds, your next auto attack splashes in a 200 unit radius or area where the attack lands, dealing damage and leaving a 35% slowing field for 5 seconds. This cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds for landing auto attacks on enemies. But what's the cooldown? Every 30 seconds. I'm done. So 15 autos will reset. I like it. I think it's very straightforward. It's Iceborne, but it's ranged, which I kind of like. And there's some definite like play around that. 30 physical power, 30 magic power, 400 health. Cool. I dig it. Let's move to the marks. Fledgling mark. Marks. This is the jungle items. Okay, these are the ones I'm most excited about. So, fledgling marks. Mark a neutral monster for death, dealing 300% true damage, 300 true damage, and restore 10% of your missing health. Cryo cannon on Leah. That'd probably be really good. We'd have to know their abilities though, to be sure. Extra health, basic attack, and movement speed. All right, very straightforward. The Sentinel's Mask. Mark a neutral monster for death, dealing 300 true damage, restore 15%. This damage is also applied to other creatures in a radius and leaves them stunned for 2 seconds. So, okay. I think it's really funny that this is a thing. I actually was talking to the developers at Predecessor in their Discord a couple weeks ago and mentioned that I would love to see an item have this exact effect. And I promise you guys, I did not know that this existed. So it's really funny that that's a thing, because I talked like this exact, it's smite, but it's AoE and stuns the creatures that are around it. Like that was my exact thought process. There is a fly in here that I'm going to murder. Let's see what the tier 3 is. Mark of the Sentinel Hunter. Wait, what? This builds into, that's gotta be wrong. Okay. Mark an enemy myth of death, dealing true damage to them and movement speed. So this is the blue smite from League. Your spells release a shockwave around you when they land, dealing magic damage in an area 50% done. 50% of the damage done by this is given as mana for a 35-second cooldown. I like it. Health, armor, magic resist, movement speed. So it's kind of a tanky, slow ability. Predator's Mark. Mark a neutral monster for death, dealing damage and healing health. And gain movement speed. So this is the opposite. Instead of slowing them, it's speeding me up. Did they put the items on the site? Yes, they did. We're going through all of the items right now. We're, I think, about halfway done, and we've been going for almost an hour on the items. So yeah, this is the opposite effect, which I really like. 200 health. Again, it says minus move speed. I assume that that's plus move speed. You just want to build a hybrid sustained damage mage. I mean, you could, based on what we've seen with the items, there's so much potential for any of this stuff. Mark an enemy myth for death, dealing 100 true damage and gaining movement speed when running toward them. Specifically myths as well. It's not anything. I like it. Builds into Mark of the Elemental Predator. Same thing as before. And then your spells release a shockwave when they land. And same thing. So it's the same effect on there as well. There's no negative stat items yet. Okay, so that's just a typo. Mark of the Feral Predator. While mark an enemy myth, gain move speed while running toward them. While an enemy myth is marked, you deal 3 to 5% of their current health as bonus physical damage. Whoa! So not only do I run faster toward them, I also deal current health damage as physical damage. I like it. And then Mark of the Night Predator. Same effect of running towards them. At night, gain move speed, attack speed, and life steal. And then half of that during the day. And then half of that for ranged myths. So I get 5% move speed, attack speed, and life steal during the day. And then 10 of everything at night. And then only half of that if I'm a ranged myth. All right, we take it. And that's including the stats that are part of the item itself, which I really like. All right. I'm a fan of these jungle items. They're straightforward. They're effective from what it seems like. And I can't wait to play the jungle. I want to play so bad. Mask items. All right. Broken Mask. Gain 20% of your maximum mana as active. Okay, so this is the first active I think we've seen. Gain 20% of your max mana. Just 180-second cooldown. So 3 minutes. You just, boom, 20% of my mana. Mana per 5 and health. Adventurer's Mask. Gain 40% of your maximum mana. Holy crap. Marks? Yes? What about marks? 20 mana per 5, 250 health, 120-second cooldown instead of the 3 minute. Now it's 2 minutes. Oh, you're right. The smite actives. Yeah, I know. I think of smite as a ability, not as an active. You know what I mean? Because of League. All right. Hero's Mask. Heroes Rally. Rally all allied myths within a 500 unit radius. They gain 35 move speed, 10 physical power, and 20 magical power that lasts 3 seconds and then has a 90-second cooldown. All right. Fairly straightforward there. One, to be able to see the items in the myth. Wait, what? What do you mean, hate? Wizard's Mask. Fire a bolt that travels 500 units forward, stopping on the first enemy hit. This bolt deals 15% of the target's current health as magic damage and leaves them 20% more vulnerable to all damage for 4 seconds. Whoa! So 15% of current health. So if you start this out on a fight and this is basically like, you're not a tank anymore. That's what you're saying with this item. You pick a guy and you go, you're not that tanky. As much as you'd like to think, you're not. You chunk them for 15% and then make them 20% more vulnerable to all damage for 4 seconds. Rip. That would feel bad. I like the item, but it would just feel so bad. Target an allied myth or yourself to remove all CC on the affected target. Okay, very straightforward, very useful in a lot of cases, I think. Paladin's Mask. Create a holy sigil that spreads on the ground in a 1,000 unit radius or 1,000 unit area for 3 seconds. Allies who are in the area will take 50% reduced damage from enemy abilities. So it's like Zenyatta Ultimate from Overwatch. Except instead of no damage, it's reduced damage. I like it. From abilities. Abilities specifically. It doesn't say just take 50% reduced damage. It's from specifically abilities. So carries will still be very useful against this because their autos still do full damage, which I think is a very good thing to do. That's it for the masks. Let's move on to potions. Okay, so we now have health and mana potions. Very straightforward, I assume. These are the potions that you're going to be able to get with your loadouts, which are I'm really excited to see. So, assault potions. This item is a consumable. And it doesn't tell us what it does. Feels bad. Do none of them? Oh, okay. Health potion. 8 health every half second for 10 seconds. 10 mana every half second for 6 seconds. 420 health. What? Regenerate 10 mana every half second for 6 seconds. 420 health. So does this cost me health? Wait, what? It costs 120 health to gain my mana back over 6 seconds? That I'm confused about that. Do none of these tell you what they do? Ah! After all that, I was so excited to see them. It's a typo? Okay. 420 mana. That makes way more sense. What did I just do? Rings. All right, Rusty Ring. 15 magical power. So this will probably be your magical starter item. UG explain. Restored Ring. 30 magical power, 5 magical pen. Okay. Kitsus's Ring. Wrath. Kitsus's Lost Ring and his Wrath. Or their Wrath. Magical damage bypasses 20% magic resist. And magic pen and 65 magical power. Okay, very straightforward. Makes sense. Ring of Enchantment, Arcane Strikes. Your basic attacks deal an additional amount of damage and reduce resistances for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Reduces magic resistance specifically, not physical resistance. So you could get 25 less magic resist on a person by hitting them 5 times with basics. Who is Kitsus? This Kitsus, you know? Again, very straightforward. I think it's a very good ability. It sounds like this is just going to be like the starter item tree, and then you're going to expand into the other items later. Ring of the Void. Hitting an enemy with a spell burns them for 7% of their max health in bonus damage over 5 seconds. Hitting an enemy myth with another spell will refresh the duration. So this is Leandry's. With 7% max health. Yeah, this is Leandry's. I like it. I think very, very necessary item in the mix. So, what is the word I'm looking for here? Pair, that's the word I'm looking for. Pair this with one of the Grievous Wounds items, and that'll be very, very, very good. So you reduce their healing and do DOT to them at the same time. All right, yeah, rings, very straightforward, but I like them. I like them a lot. Actually, guys, I'm going to be right back while I grab something to eat and use the restroom. Give me just a second. Dead stream, you got me. You need to monitor the competition hate. Is that what you said? All right, fine. All right, the scythes. Simple Scythe. Lifesteal. I like that the size are lifesteal. I think that's a great thing. Physical power. All right. Light Scythe. 15% physical lifesteal, physical power, and attack speed. Then the Blood Pact. Bloodletter. Killing an enemy heals you for 1 to 3% max health and 20% max health on myths, and up to 20% max health on myths. And then excessive healing is a shield. So this is your Bloodthirster equivalency. It's got attack speed, which I really like as well. And it's not just, excuse me, I have to sneeze. My goodness. It's not just on myths either. It's on everything. So minions, it's 1 to 3%. On myths, it's 10 to 20%, which I really like that that's a thing. Could be very good for junglers or just people that need to sustain in lane. Chaos Scythe, Omnivamp. Your physical damage spells now heal for 25% of their damage after mitigation. AoE heals for 7. All right. This is similar to the item we saw earlier with the amulets that had a very similar effect. But this is going to apply more so for physical damage people, but physical damage ability users instead of physical damage auto attackers. So I dig it. Let's go to the Heavy Scythe. So instead of more lifesteal, this is more physical power. It's going to be so hard to limit to 6 items. Seriously, it really will. At night, gain move speed, attack speed, and lifesteal. And then half during the day. So similar to what we saw with the other item in the, what was that? The mask section? Or was that rings? I think it was masks. You get half the stats during the day, but I think this is very good. And then half for ranged. So it's just a different version of that. It was a mark. Thank you, Kai. And then Blood Draining Scythe is the dropping below 30% health increases your life steal by 10% and your physical power by 15 until the end of combat. So I just permanently gain 10% life steal and 15 physical power until I die or until my combat status falls off. That makes a lot more sense. I think that's a great way to do it. It's not too much, but it's just enough that it might keep you alive with a handful of health. Unless you just pop off at the same time. So I really like this. Overall, I like the sides. I like that they're all lifesteal based. Gives me a dedicated, like, I need lifesteal, pick a scythe. I really, really like that that's a thing. Shields. All right, this is where I expect to see a lot of resistances and things. Broken shield. Armor and health. All right, straightforward. Magic shield. Armor, health, magic resist. So you're adding magic resist to the mix by getting the magic shield, which makes a ton of sense. Is there RNG on voice line interactions? I don't know. That's a Kai question. Or anybody in the UG team question. So magic shield, like I said, adds magic resist to the whole thing. Hollow shield, technological salvation. Absorb energy from abilities cast in a 1,000 unit radius around you, gaining a stack of Hollow Shield with a max cap of 25 stacks. When you drop below 30% health, you gain a shield equal to the amount of stacks consumed, with 1 stack being 40 HP up to a maximum of 1,000. The shield decays over 3 seconds no matter how much health you get out of it. A shield, you gain a shield equal to the amount of stacks consumed, with 1 stack being 40 HP. Okay, so what is that? 25 times 40? Is that 1,000? What is that? Whoops, that's not the right math. 1,000. So yeah, so it caps out at the max. So at 25, you're getting 1,000 shield on top of it. So this is kind of like a emergency parachute kind of deal of like, I might die. And it just uses and saves you 1,000 health real quick. I like it. Alveon's shield with Alveon's fortitude. When hit with enemies' myths spells, gain 50 to 75% of the damage back as a heal. So specifically spells, but gaining it back as a heal. So it's like a gray health type deal from like Tom Kench uses or Pike uses in League, which I think is a great mechanic. And you doing it on an item is way better than doing it on a person. I think in a lot of ways. Let's go down the other tree. Forgotten Shield. So more armor, more health, no magic resist on this one. Disruptive Shield. There is interactions with other myths. Perfect. 30% of all physical damage taken is divided and reflected in a 100-unit area around you. Wait a second. What? 30% of all physical damage taken is divided and reflected in a 100-unit radius around you. If I'm standing in the middle of a team and I'm getting autoed by a whole bunch of people, then all the damage, or rather 30% of all the damage I'm taking is reflected to all of those people instead of just the person who hit me with it. That's insane. I'm super stoked about that. That's cool. You see the Grognark running in, standing in the middle and just getting hit. And oh yeah, no, I'm into that. Damage from critical strikes is reduced, which I think is going to be a very important item, at least early on when crit builds start to take over, because I think crit builds probably will, just based on what we've seen so far. And then this one, while above 50% health, gain physical power and attack speed. While below 50% health, wait. This is redundant. It says, while above 50%, gain these things. The effect is lost when you're below it. That's redundant in and of itself. And then it repeats the other way around. While below 50% health, gain armor and HP per 5. And then it's lost while above 50% health. But 50 armor, 300 health, and 30 physical power. I think this is a good item. I definitely think it shows a lot of potential in kind of more off-tank bruisers that you can build this with, where they get more resistances and have a chance to get out, but can also go in and do things like a Grux, is my feeling on it. You're gonna troll with health builds? Oh no. I mean, I feel like you could at this point, but also Rage, Guard. So you can build multiple of these because they're not unique passives in amongst themselves. Shoes. Let's get some shoes. All right, shoes. Move speed. So this is what we expect to be the magical version of boots. Magic shoes. Magical power instead of physical power, plus move speed. Enhanced shoes. Reduces the cooldown regeneration of your class ability by 25%, whereas the boots were 20%. So this is slightly more, but it's magical power based instead. Magnifying shoes. The magical power... Your magical power is increased by 5%. Stacks with overwhelming power. Okay. And then magic pen is the stat that's included on this one. Leather shoes and magic resist instead of physical resist. If you haven't taken damage in the last 10 seconds, gain move speed and health regen. Okay. And then gain 5 magic resist for each enemy myth. So yeah, these are basically just the opposite side of the physical damage coin for the boots in the boot slot. All right, very straightforward, very easy. Spears, wooden spear. Physical power, magic spear is physical power and attack speed. And then the Spear of the Revenants, Shockwave. Every 4th hit, melee hit, sends a shockwave forward in front of you, dealing 125% basic damage and 30% physical power. So this is your Ravenous Hydra or Titanic Hydra equivalent mixed with what is that item? Ginsu's Rageblade. So every 4th instead of just every hit automatically with attack speed and physical power. I like it. Then let's see, Delta's Rupture. Every 30 seconds, your next melee basic attack will strike the target 4 times for a total of 120 to 150% basic attack damage, and applying on-hit effects every other auto. Landing additional auto attacks on this enemy reduces the cooldown by 1. So, whoa. Holy crap. Can Reapers fight one another while climbing? We asked them that kind of in the Extra Life test in November, or Extra Life Q&A in November, and they said that right now that they're kind of limited to just climbing. So doing 4 strikes, dealing 150% damage, and applying 4 on-hit effects. 1,000-sided strike. What is this? Shockwave? So, devs in chat, can I stack 1,000-sided strike with the shockwave passive at the same time? So basically, I would do the shockwave on the 4th hit of 1,000-sided strike. Could be really interesting. I like that a lot. I really like that passive. And then staves. Holy crap, there's a lot of staves. 20 magical power. So these are I'm guessing Kai was talking about earlier about the damage items. That staves and swords are the thing. Yes, they stack. Cool. I'm excited to try that out. So magical power being the base stat for the staves. Then 55 magical power and 15 magical pen for Staff of Preservation. Yes, you can. They have different criteria for activation. Okay, that makes sense. Every 4th offensive spellcast duplicates the ability. The duplicate deals 50% its normal damage, does not refresh, doesn't do... Okay. But 110 magical power. Holy crap. That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh my god. And then 25 magical pen. So, okay, yeah, you guys were right. 10% is not that much. In terms of, like, the items themselves. Wow. Okay, Singing Staff. 45% magical power, 10% CDR. Moonlight Battery. Gain a charge after every spellcast. At 10 charges, the next spellcast depletes the charges to summon a font of moonlight for 5 seconds. Enemies inside the light take damage. So this is like Ra's Sunbeam. Doesn't it feel like that, Levy? It's exciting. I really like this. So at 10 charges, basically you summon a beam down from above that'll deal damage every half second for 5 seconds. I like it. 100 magical power, 20% cooldown reduction. All right. The Arcane Staff, 60 magical power. Oh, yeah, this is your Rabadon's Death Cap. Overwhelming power. This is the one that said it's stacked with the shoes. So this says increase magical power by 20%, and that shoe, which one was it? Yeah, your magical power is increased by 5%, stacks with overwhelming power. So you actually could get 25%. What's up, Paige? 25% stacked magic power with those 2 items, and boots are free. So that's insane. What else were we on here? Oh, I'm on the boots still. Singing Staff, that was Arcane Staff, which, okay, we're good to go. Attune Staff, 55 magical power plus 15 movement speed. I like a lot. Every 10 seconds, reduce the cooldown of your abilities by 1 second. Assisting or killing an enemy myth immediately reduces the cooldown of your abilities for 5 seconds. So I like the move speed on this. I really like this a lot. Every 10, lower your cooldowns by 1, and then every killer assist, lower it by 5. So you basically get Katarina passive in an item, which I like a lot. So that's always fun, especially when you're just like playing some kind of like burst mage. Super great. Now the swords, the last set of items, guys. The last set, reinforced. Oh, let's go Skeen. That's probably the basic one. 20 physical power. Convey's the OG Sweater Squad. He is. Convey's been around a while. Then reinforced Skeen, 35 physical power and attack speed. All right. Destiny Blade on Destiny's Edge. Striking an enemy with basic attack inflicts them with a stack of Destiny, increasing their physical damage taken by 1% per stack up to 5 stacks. So 5% total. Upon reaching 5 stacks, they rend their target, dealing 10% maximum health as magic damage. What? Holy crap. So increase damage by 1% up to 5. physical damage taken. So that basically, it's armor pen on crack. I take this, I hit you 5 times. Any of my other people doing physical damage, you're taking 5% extra damage from them. If I hit you a 6th time, I deal 10% of your max health as magic damage instantly, giving me that mixed damage type without having to go mixed damage. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Heaven's Blade, 100 physical power, lifesteal, and attack speed. It's very straightforward. No unique passive on this one. That makes some amount of sense. How was work, Paige? All right. Reaper's Skein. Right? That's the one I wanted to go. Oh, yeah, Reaper's Skein. This is physical power and lifesteal. Goes into Heaven's Blade and Crimson Dragon. Evan got an item. Heaven's Blade has a passive. Oh, every 4th auto knocks up for 1 second. Jeez. Okay, Heaven's Blade sounds crazy strong. It's Xin Zhao Q, but I like it. 75% of the health gained through lifesteal sets the target ablaze, dealing magic damage in every half-second ticks, or in half-second ticks over 3 seconds based on the amount healed. 500 damage per 3-second maximum. All right. So, oh, there it is. Every 4th melee strike on an enemy knocks them up for 1 second. 10-second cooldown per enemy. Okay, good. I was curious about that. So, I lifesteal and I burn you with my lifesteal. So this is the Leandri's Torment for melee heroes, or for physical damage heroes. Combine this with a scythe, and you could really, really burn people over 3 seconds. I like that a lot. A lot. Like a lot. All right, back to regular Skein. Spiked Skein. Crit chance, okay. Yeah, oh, that item is really cool. The potential's there for sure. And then here we go. Ancient Wrath. Your critical damage is increased to 250%. All right, guys, this is it. We're doing it. We're going 500% crit builds. We're doing 500% crit builds. That's a thing. We're doing it. All right, I'm going to duplicate this. So that's actually the last item. Oh, no. Rip. I can't duplicate the page. But I can go to it just fine. That's weird. All right. Or can I? You good? Remember, it's 220. Yes, I do remember that. Oh, so it's not 500%. We're going to hit like 480. Oh, no. Oh, wait, no, it's, yeah, 320. No, that's plenty. We're good. Right? I can math. Yeah, we'll be over 500%. The bow and sword crit bonus doesn't stack. What? Are they called the same thing? Ancient Wrath? I'm going to cry. But my 500%. Okay. Deselect. It's okay. We're almost there. All right. Where is it? This one? No, not that one. This one. Not that one. What the heck? Am I blind? There it is. They're both called Ancient Wrath. No! Oh, no, my dreams. 500% crit damage. Oh, my God. Rip. I'm so mad. That would have been like the best thumbnail ever. That would have been the best thumbnail ever. 500% crit damage. Are you kidding me? I could see it now. Ugh. I thought I had bigger brain. But turns out I'm smoother brains than UG. UG devs, get me again. Oh, I will find a way to do 500% crit damage. Ah, makes me so sad. But there you go. There's my justification. Is I build this item, 95 physical power plus crit chance. I don't build this item because I want to cry. I build this, that's 50% crit plus some attack speed and 320% crit damage. That's still a decent thumbnail, okay? 500 just rings a little better, but you know. Also, it does say increase too. Not buy. Yeah. No, I know. I wasn't thinking that it's technically 350%. No. But between that and bow, which I just had it. Yeah. Obsidian bow, it's still 320%. We could still try it and see if it's bugged. 500%. I'm so down. I need 500%. I need it. Shield popper, bubble popper is going to be crazy. If you combine bubble popper with obsidian bow and crystal sword, you will do so much damage to shields. It's ridiculous. Like what shield? A lot of these shields had limits that I had imagined you could just instantly hit that limit in one shot with that combo. Oh, dude, the potential for builds is really high now. I'm excited for that. I'm really excited to start theory crafting some builds going into this. Yeah, that's all the items, guys. We've been through everything. Everything. I really like the new class images. Like, I love the cleric one. I think is my favorite. Despite not going to be a cleric, I think this one is my favorite. I just love the whole look of everything about it. Ooh, I like that. That's a cool effect. I did not notice that earlier. Does it all of them. I like it. I like it a lot. Have I seen the new blog post images? What? Blog post images? Oh, yes, I did. News? I think they're in here. I did because I saw this. Oh, not this. I saw it. We revealed our little friends. Same, Eldroff. I really like it. And I'm going to be doing a lot of them, I'm sure, in my free time. We got our little mousy friend, our little robot crab, and our BB-8 knockoff. I did not look at all of them though, so maybe there's something else in these that I didn't know. Let's see. Doop. I like being able to scroll through them. That makes me very happy because not being able to do that before made me very sad. Oh, it's fixed. It's actually on the right one. Cool. You missed that one has something new? Which one? Oh, boys, the rare events. Rare events are here. Solar eclipse, blue moon, blood moon, supermoon, massive heat wave, and storm. So we were really close. We were really close. We were really close. We had solar eclipse. Yep. Blue moon and supermoon we both considered for this one. So I count it that we got it correct. Technically we said lunar eclipse for this, but we're not going to talk about that. We're 100% accuracy. We said blood moon. Yep. Confirmed. Massive heat wave. I mean, we kind of talked about that. Confirmed. And a storm. Confirmed. Look at us, dude. We're the best. Tinfoil task force is on top of it. That's what we call it. Non-discriminated. What? Oh, talking about animals. I was like, what the heck? Okay, now I'm checking all the other news. Familiars we saw. Loadouts. That's not a loadout. Loadouts. This is the same image we saw before. Account rankings. Oh, there's another thing. I did see this. This. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Yeah. I'm gonna kill this stupid fly. I swear to God. Yeah, these look really, really nice. I'm a big fan. Big ol' fan. And I have 500 videos I have to make. This we've seen. Jungles. This we've seen. I assume this is the same video. Yeah, it is. And then we've looked at the items. So we've seen this and we've talked about them. Wait, what is this? Wait a second. Huh? What is this? These were not here before. I have the image to prove it. There's more than one or two new things. Anytime my computer wants to load, it's taking unruly amounts of time. Is this the right one? Nope. Yeah. Excuse me, UG. Explain. No, because they're both the familiar abilities. There's this image, and then there's this image. They're both familiar abilities, Astro, because remember, there's the familiar unique ability, and there's the familiar class ability. That can be swapped out for... So wait, is one going to be the way I cast my mark ability? Because the way it was explained to me, and tell me if I'm wrong, was that I could swap out my class ability, my loadout class ability, for the mark ability or the support ability, the support active ability. Does that mean that it's going to take over this one slot, assuming 2 is the owl's familiar active? Yes. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm following. All right, so that's new. Another thing to make a video about. Minions, I think, are the same. I think I looked at this. Yeah, minions are the same. Skins are the same. We actually have full splashes for the skins now, which makes me happy. And special abilities, I believe, are the same. Oh, dear. All right, what is this? These are right-click abilities. Jelly's gonna be busy for a while? Yeah. Rip Page. So these are all the right-click abilities. This is Dante's right-click. This has to be Leah's, I'd assume. This is Feather and Wind Marks. So, okay, so we're gonna get like really raw theories here just off the top of each of these. Feather Wind Marks makes me think it's fly faster, move faster, something along those lines. For Leah, if like Feather is this, because this is the initial 7, right? I'd assume this is the initial 7. This is Marina's. No doubt about this. Music and a wave. I don't know. The only thing that I think of is it's some kind of charm ability. Because like the way I think about it is I'm thinking like Seraphine, where like her music goes out in a wave and charms people towards her, or Root, maybe it could be a Root as well. Yeah, that's the only one I can think of for that, but that's gotta be for Marina. This, I'd imagine this doesn't fit for Noxus or Iran, I don't think. This actually reminds me, you know what it reminds me of? Makes me feel like that whole theory I did was wrong. Why is nothing loading on my computer? Weird. It reminds me of that image we got. Malaya has claws though. But I don't see any of these that have claws. I mean, so if we look at, let's go here. Close myths. I think one of these, this. So Noxus has her orbs. I think this is Noxus. And to me, this is some kind of like concentrating beam that they're three all shooting into one spot. They're crossing the streams and then blowing up a spot. Noxus death laser confirmed. I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's what I see this as though. With the little like light marks coming off of each orb, it's got to be for Noxus. And some kind of convergent death beam as her right click. A splitting ability. Okay. I could see that, I guess. In my mind, it's not splitting because it's further away. Because it slims down. That's distance in my head. But I'm willing to bet that it's a split as well. Maybe she has one orb and it splits into 3. So, that's entirely possible. Malaya is the top right. Malaya's got to be the top right. And that leaves Aran and Talos. I don't see Talos being meteors. So, that would make Talos the bottom right here. And Aran the top left. This makes me think he's going to throw rocks or something. Flaming rocks at somebody. This is some kind of target. That's a target. 100% through and through. So, you think Talos is top right? I see. Okay, because I think this is a target, I think less so that it's Talos, and I can explain why. Malaya being a huntress is constantly seeking out her target, seeking out the next thing that's gonna get her payday. That's what I expect this to look like. Talos isn't a huntress like that. He's kind of more fighting with Aran at this point, if I remember correctly. And Talos kind of has this more feral aesthetic, which is what I see here. Because he's a knight, remember? And the whole relic quest thing, like this makes me think he's got to slay some beast as part of his shtick. But I'm happy to be wrong. I mean, this is all hypothetical. We don't really know any information other than what I'm just guessing here off the top of my head. But I'll have to look into each of these more and see what I can see for the whole thing. What else did I miss? Can't click these. Sad days. Let's look at Talos' lore real quick while I'm thinking about it. Talos. All right. By Kyle, Talos quickly became the immovable shield for the people of Grin. Burdened by Azrael's increasing corruption, causing peaceful creatures to turn ravenous and deadly, Talos rose quickly within his tribe as an infallible beast slayer. Yeah, 100%. That bottom right has to be Talos. I think this is the giveaway for it. Peaceful creatures to turn ravenous and deadly as the infallible beast slayer. So then you're looking at, shoot, where did it go? You're looking at this. That's 100%. 100% Talos. Also, if you guys weren't here, you weren't her earlier. Let's go to the other myths. How do I get back to the other myths? Click this, I guess. We're gonna listen to my favorite voice line. Best voice line, NA.
No one is safe from me, except for Bob. He knows what he did.
Oh, except for Bob, he knows what he did. Eldroff. That's a great idea. I think you're right. Aran, Dante, Leah, Malaya, Marina, Noxus, Talos. 100% it's in alphabetical order. Eldroff, brilliant find. Brilliant find. Death Boot, welcome. You're 100% right. That's in alphabetical order. This fly, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna find it. I think I got it. Are you dead? I think I got it, chat. Been plaguing me for an hour. Ha! Suck it. Oh my god, Eldrop. I didn't get it. Or apparently it wasn't fully dead. Bob is canon. Bob's the best. Bob's the best. All right, so okay, let's go down this path further. Now that we know, or we think we know, what they are or who they belong to, what do we think the ability is based on the icon, and what do we think the downside is based on the ability? So for recap, Dante's, we know it's this burst fire, and then he can't do anything after that burst fire for a couple seconds. So that much we know for Dante. Aran's, I think we should start with the easier. Aran could be a channel, that he has to channel the meteors to fall from the sky. Okay, I could see that. I think that makes a lot of sense, actually. So he's got some kind of falling meteors that he throws or calls down or something like that, but it's a channel, so he's stuck while he's doing it, so he takes a lot of damage. And I would assume it's something he can't cancel either. So it takes 3 seconds to cast. If he starts it, he's got to finish it. Like there's no canceling it and just running away. Dante's, we know. Leah, like I said, the kind of wind look here with the feathers, I'm assuming flight speed or move speed. And I think the quick caveat to that would be slower movement. So think like Blitzcrank's W. If you guys play League of Legends, he gains a burst of movement speed and then afterwards is slower for several seconds. See, Death Boot, we're on the same track. That's exactly what I think it is. Malaya's being a target, I think it's some kind of hunting passive or hunting ability. Guys, I could be right. I could have been right. Where is that image? This one. I think we figured out that this is Dante's ability, or the old marksman passive. But maybe it got revamped into Malaya. It's just giving me similar vibes. That's it. But take more damage from the target? Yeah, I think that's entirely possible. Like, they're more vulnerable to her, but she's more vulnerable to them at the same time. I think 100% that could be the thing. And there's similarities in this design that I could see this being revamped into Malaya's ability. Malaya's right click. So I think that's the theory I'm going to go on. And I like that Deceiver, where she does more damage but takes more damage at the same time. Makes you think of the Cleric's class ability. But the Cleric's is Ethereal paths, and it's not directly tied to the other myths. Marina. So I put out there that I think this could be some kind of charm or root. What do you guys think about it? Like for what the ability itself could do. Bottom left here. Ooh, sleep. A lullaby. I didn't think about that. Will there be a chameleon class? Not that we've heard, but it's entirely possible. Something that's missing from this page is Codex. Classes. Noticeably absent is the Overseers. A 5-string bass. She just pulls out a bass and just goes off. Yeah, the overseers are completely missing from this page. I'll have to do a little more digging to see if I can find something else. But, ooh, a taunt. That's a good idea too. Yeah. Like a siren song. 100% that could be it. Game. Myths. Overseers won't come out later until later in development, probably beta or so. Gotcha. Thanks, Kai. I like that, actually. I like that it's a taunt. Charm, taunt, very similar. Okay, so then what's the downside? What's the downside to having that? That she can't move either, or that she's drawn to them? They move toward each other? Ooh, that could be kind of cool. So instead of just having them come to her, they move to her at a greater speed, but she's also forced to walk forward toward them. I could see that definitely being a possibility. They attack you? Yeah, I could see that. The hard part would be if they're ranged. If they're ranged, they could attack. If they're melee, they couldn't. Until they get really close, in which case they're probably already dead, or the charm has since ended. I feel like the best one for that is having her move toward them at the same time that they move toward her. Vernox perhaps is the laser, but the spheres are damaged afterwards. So she does the laser, the concentrated laser blast, and then she takes damage from the orbs. Maybe the orbs like overheat. No, because Dante overheats. I doubt they would do like 2 overheat mechanics. I would say they blind her, but she's blind already. So maybe not. Unless the orbs are how she sees. Oh, silence. Okay. That they're her, what am I looking for here? They're her wand. Well, no, wand, staff. There's a word I'm looking for here. The orbs are what she uses for her abilities. So when she does this, they are too spent and she's silenced for a little bit. Her focus. That's the word I'm looking for. D&D terms. Her focus. Bye, Hate. Have a great night, day, whatever time it is for you. I appreciate you hanging out. But she needs to reclaim them before... Ooh, having to walk around and pick them up before she can cast again? That's kind of a cool idea. I like that. I like, yeah, Death Beam, and then she's silenced afterwards. That, whatever it is, she's silenced for 5 seconds, or she's silenced until she goes and picks up the orbs. And they have like an RNG like landing spot. I really like that. Okay, now for the hardest one. What's Talos? Why Gamora? What could Talos's ability be? Rage? Oh, okay, to tie into his theme that they all go into like a frenzied rage. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. That kind of goes with the aesthetic of it. The lines through the eyes, the chomping at the bit kind of look. I'm trying to load the Talos's page again. Yeah, Azrael's increasing corruption, causing once peaceful creatures to turn ravenous and deadly. So, like, he kind of succumbs to that briefly. That he becomes ravenous and deadly. How do we get here? This is the new website, Patrick. This is what's there. What's up, Owen? Can't use abilities, but does more armor and damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm a fan. So, he goes into rage. He can't use his abilities. But what's the like real downside? Because he can't use his abilities is a downside, but if he's gaining armor and damage, it's still kind of an upside. I don't think abilities is enough of a downside to match the other myths. What do we think? What could be? Maybe he goes to like similar to what we said with Leah. Maybe he fatigues afterwards. That he goes into rage, but after the rage is over, he's so basically we basically reverse it. So he rages out. He has increased armor and damage, and probably attack speed, I would guess, at the same time. But at the end, yeah, reduced damage and armor. That's exactly where I was going, Levy. Exactly where I was going with that. Yeah. I like that a lot. So it's not like Leah's. It's the same type of mechanic, but it's just slightly different. Yeah, I like those theories a lot. So kind of just as recap, we have Iran calls down these meteors, but is channeled and rooted the whole time he's casting them. Dante, we know, does the burst fire and then can't use any abilities or auto attacks for several seconds afterwards. Leah gains some kind of move speed, whether it be in air or on the ground, but at the end loses move speed to compensate. Malaya picks a target, does more damage to them, but reduces damage, but takes more damage from them at the same time. The charm taunt for Marina, but either she takes damage from them throughout the whole thing, or they kind of walk together instead of just them walking to her. We have the unifying beam, and then Noxus has to go pick up the orbs in order to cast abilities, so she's silenced afterwards. And we have the rage and then fatigue. Maybe the fatigue could make him move slower too, hyper aggression, but can't escape afterwards. So like basically he has to go in and get the kill if he wants to get out. I really like that. I think that that's a great mechanic to have. Like basically you use your right click on Talos when you know you're going to get the kill. I think that's a great way to do it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we've missed here. Oh god, I can't get over how good the new class icons look. I've heard people are having issues. Try clearing your cookies, Patrick, and then trying again. I was just able to open it in a new window without any issue. So it's possible that that's the problem. Yeah, no, I really like the new class abilities. I'm curious. Myths. I gotta start looking for secrets. We're gonna find secrets, guys. We're gonna find secrets. Tinfoil Task Force. It's happening. They're emotes now too. Oh yeah, they're emotes in the Discord. Ah, dude, the emotes. I'm so glad to have those. They're so good. So good. Okay, welcome to the game. Yes. I'm just double checking everything we have here. I also apparently need to click around things that you wouldn't think to click about normally, because UG has a track record of putting things there. Okay, latest news. Oh, it is off again. Weird. What is happening? That's weird. We were dead on with these rare events, guys. Like dead on. That's super cool. These the new familiars I really like. Oh, dude, there's so much. There's so many things to make videos about throughout all of this. I have content for weeks. It's gonna be a long Enter the Ether this weekend too. Also, if you guys don't know, these scouts got a new class ability. Really like this new class ability. I think it's a fantastic addition. In the codex, we've gone through all the items. We went through every realm. We went through all the classes. Yeah. I struck content gold, basically, Rainy. What's up? There's so many things. There's so many things to go to. I saw that. Yeah, Eldroff. If you guys don't know, the realms page. One, I brought up that there's a lot of space here to add other realms in the future. Next Enter the Ether will be out on Tuesday, probably. We record on Sundays and release on Tuesdays. But there's a lot of space here, but also, yeah, they rotate ever so slowly around the center, which I really like. Oh my god. The lore here. Okay. Yeah, lore videos are going to have to be made. Each myth has a little bit of lore that I can go into. Yeah, there's a ton of things. There's a ton of things to make videos on, guys. Oh, same with Zero. You could do a helmetless Zero skin. I really like it. If you haven't seen as well, though, go to the skins. Yeah, go to the skins tab and you can select their skin and see what it's called and then the full splash. What's up, Des? Welcome back. And you can see the full splash along with it. We're going to listen to the Bob line.
No one is safe from me, except for Bob. He knows what he did.
I love this line so much. Bob is going to be my favorite character in Ethereal. Sorry, Owen and Kai. I know you guys put a lot of work, and all the UG team. I know you guys put a lot of work into this, but this one line.
No one is safe from me, except for Bob. He knows what he did.
Incredible line right there. Just next level. I want more Bob lines. I want Bob lines, man. Bob knows what he did. We got to meet Bob. Bob is the helmet bro equivalent to Ethereal. Helmetless Zero is too OP. I mean, I agree with you, Rainy. The long blonde flowing hair, unlike my own. Yeah, so earlier Kai said that each myth has like 200 voice lines way at the beginning of this stream. That each myth has 200 voice lines and there's only like 70 on here, which is insane. Like, I'm going to have to go through each voice line. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm excited to make the original concept as a skin later on. I'm sure they will. I feel like that's an easy opportunity. Bob is just a regular soul in Craxus, just chilling. Bob is like the chef in Craxus. That's what it is. He's the one who serves up the souls, but he's actually just a regular anima himself. He's not ascended in any way, shape, or form. I love it. Bob's going to become an Easter egg in my YouTube videos now. We're going to talk about Bob a lot. Bob is an anima chef confirmed. Oh God. We're going to do Bob references in my YouTube videos from now on. I can't wait, guys. But I think that that's going to be it for me today. Bob's just working his 9 to 5. Dude, Bob's working hard. I respect Bob. He knows what he did. Bob, I respect you. Bob is best. Bob is best. There's a lot of lore to go through. There's a lot to break down. Got to get the images for everything. Do it all. But guys, that's going to be it for me. More lore. Yeah, I mean, people on YouTube have been asking for lore videos, so I want to make them. Now that we have this lore, I'm in. Where do I sign? We might stream a little bit later tonight and just come up with like some brainstorming for some ideas once I'm able to go eat food and come back for a bit. But guys, that's going to be it for me. Yeah, 3 hours. And that, I mean, we got cut short on YouTube. It kind of split in half for some reason. So I'm not sure why that happened. I have to look into that. Marvelous Friday? No, probably not marbles. Maybe we'll do marbles. I don't know. I can't confirm one way or the other. I got to go eat food, get some more fluids in me. see what I can find on the website, my secrets. Have a good night, guys. Day, time, whatever this is. Whatever time it is for you. Have a good night. Bob loves you. Bob knows what you do, and Bob knows what he did so he can live. Bye, guys.